Well, the Shudi.
Yes. Yeah. Freddie JB.
Two Stupid Dawgs.
Yo, no, keep it. Yeah, with Sudi.
Nigga all up on my shit.
All right.
Come on, why you gave me the little chair.
That's funny as fuck. He goes,
But your big ass, you got a little chair. You don't have one. Your
shit's
shit's
right
right
there.
here.
I get one of each.
Nah, chill. Facts, man. I'm over here all uncomfortable, lopsided and
God
shit.
damn.
Damn.
Who's not a nigga? You don't need that.
Anyway, one more time, Woody.
Yo, Sudi.
Yeah, man, it's Freddie JB.
It's Two Stupid Dawgs Podcast.
Two Stupid Dogs.
Yeah.
Everybody in this bitch, Bart. One, two, three.
What the fuck? Why did you do it?
One more time. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I love it.
Y'all
love it.
single
Love
me
it.
out, and I didn't see how weak my bark
Because
is.
he stopped, and then
I
it was
matched
like
my
everybody's
bark.
like.
I matched my bark with the rest of everybody else's. I sound like a chihuahua sometimes, man. You guys can't be doing this to me. I sound like a dog that I sound like a dog that got
kicked.
Punted.
Yep. Anyway, man, obviously, man, we're fucking back, bitch.
Yes.
You already know what it is, man. Yo, damn, when was the last episode? Last episode was, I think, was episode 63, and that was with Frank.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was like the end, like mid-December or some shit like that.
Go check that out.
Sheesh.
Oh, that's on YouTube and wherever you can find us.
Right. Well, if you don't know, the reason why we took a break was
Yes.
obviously because, obviously 63 episodes in, we really just wanted to hone in, get a different view, let's switch it up. And as you can see, we have a different switch up. We got the banner back here. We wanted to change it up a little bit for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So, but things we talked about, different segments. So as we're back, we're new and improved. We're going to have some new shit for you guys, man. So stay tuned. We're going to have more events. We're doing more live podcasts soon. We're already setting up dates for that and venues. But yeah, this 2 months was definitely worth it. Hopefully, you guys, you didn't miss us too much. But yeah, man, it's been we're excited to be back in this
I'm
bitch.
gonna do a quick shout out real quick before we start. Shout out to Black. He hit us up the other day. Was like, y'all taking too long.
Yep.
He's like, y'all.
Yep.
It's
Like hurry that
about
shit up.
time. I ain't playing with you.
Yup. Shout out to
that was good to
Corey.
see.
She messaged us and was like, "Yo, we, she misses her her favorite podcast." Everybody, Reem was hitting us up. Yeah. So
I know it got too long.
Yeah.
They was missing the ratchetness.
We went a little longer than usual, but it's okay though. We love this. The fact that you guys hit us up and missing us, that just means you guys want this heat. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
This shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's been great. So. We're excited. So anyway, first thing we're going to talk about, the biggest thing.
Pause. Rewind. Boricua y Morena Vig, since I didn't get no fucking
That's how long we haven't done it in a
Shit.
while. Shit.
Damn, man.
But they know you by now.
Go ahead. Proceed.
V's Tabletalk, you know what I'm saying? Hello. Yo, shout out. You having your mixer too soon, right?
Yeah, next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're
You excited for that?
I am excited. Come through from 5 to 9 p.m. at JD's Bar, 137 Central Street in CF. It's going to be a good time.
New city outside.
we gonna slide.
Anyway, so biggest thing that happened, dude, Kobe, man.
Yeah.
Kobe. Sad.
How many weeks has it been? 1?
I believe so. Yeah.
It's been a sad it's a sad week, man. I can see it's been hitting people a lot. Like I guess for me, like because I wasn't the biggest Kobe fan, it wasn't like I lost a hero, but as like a competitor, like dog, I felt it. I was like, yo, like damn, that fucking sucks. Like it just even when the story came out, I'm like I forgot exactly where I was, but I just seen it. I forgot. I didn't know it's on social media or whatever, and then. Going deep into it, it's his daughter.
That's what,
and,
yeah.
And then the rest of the people that was on the plane, like
the 9 dead.
Yeah, it just sucked.
And I would just like to point out, so the people that were killed, so all 9 people aboard the helicopter were killed. Los Angeles County Sheriff Alex Villanueva said they were named by family and local news reports as Gianna's basketball teammate, Alyssa Altobelli, her mother Carrie, and her father John, a baseball coach. In the crash was also Christina Mauser, a school basketball assistant coach, Peyton Chester, another teammate of Gianna, and Peyton's mother Sarah, and the helicopter pilot was Ara Zobayan, was also killed, and obviously Kobe and Gianna was also killed. When I heard the news, honestly, it was me, Nice, and Shurelive. We were cleaning the crib and whatnot, and it was weird because I was a Kobe fan. I wasn't like he wasn't like my biggest, you know what I mean. But at the same time, when I heard it, I was like, oh shit. But what hurt me was when Nice, like he kind of gave like a belching scream, nigga. And that shit was like, damn, you could tell like Kobe was that for him. He was like, yo, get the fuck out of here. So when I heard it, that shit hurt me hearing somebody else like see how that impact happened. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Helicopter crash, mad random. And also, but the thing is, what got me to almost cry though, and I'm not gonna lie, was when I heard his daughter was on the fucking helicopter crash. That
I think
shit.
The original report
didn't at
was,
first.
No, the original report was his whole family. I remember it being like I remember hearing like, yo, his whole family was on a plane.
I heard
it was him and a couple of his daughters. You know what I'm saying? That was the original report, and I think actually a news reporter got fired
because given the wrong. Don't start saying shit until you get the facts. You know what I'm saying?
I think TMZ had reported some stuff, and that's a big thing too. Or TMZ reported some shit without even the family knowing what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, that Kobe was on that plane, and it was just like the police didn't even get a chance to let the family know. Yeah. But that's another thing too, because I remember I was talking to Nice, and I was like, damn, they're already saying who's on. I was like, yo, shit travels. And then Nice was like, yo, this is how it is now. This is 2020. Like media, as soon as something happens, it's just like instant.
You know what I'm saying? People don't have no regards for family. Don't matter. It's just like, nah, people want to know.
You know what it is too? There's
no
and I know when we still got to go around about our feelings about it. There's no repercussions a lot of times for giving the wrong information. You know what I mean? So just like media it's became not about getting the right story, but getting it first. Yeah, that's really what it is. Yeah. And I remember taking a law class, and one of the biggest things was that when reporters or anything like that like throws dirt on, say for instance us, we're regular civilians, throws dirt on our name or whatever, or gets the facts wrong, then it's okay, and it's like it's not okay. I'm sorry, it's not okay, and we can like pursue like legal action. When you do that towards a celebrity, it's okay because you are a public figure, which is kind of fucked up, in a sense too. But all in all, it's just really sad how it went down. TMZ just threw it out there. Besides the point, I think the biggest thing is like the family, seeing what they're going through, hearing what they're going through, and to lose a daughter and lose a loving husband. And all that. But how did that make you feel, V, obviously? When I first heard about it, I was in shock. And that's the thing, too, is that I was a Kobe fan, but I'm also a Celtics fan. So growing up and even like 2008 and stuff, losing against him and all that shit, like I didn't really care for him as a person, but I respected him as a ball player. But then when you hear the news, and like it was like, oh shit, it's sad. But of course, it hit me harder once I heard about his daughter. And the thing that made it worse, excuse me, was seeing all the videos and stuff, because I didn't even know his daughter played ball like that. I knew he had all daughters, right? He had 4 of them, but players curse.
It was the one that I believe he was like closest to. Like it was the one that was gonna be his legacy. That shit hurts, especially being a mom of a daughter like that. All week, like that night, I held my daughter real close, and I'm just like, damn, I can't imagine losing my daughter. Right, and I really appreciate how Vanessa's feeling right now. Right, and I really appreciate all the posts about girl dads. That's really dope.
Became big after that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what's so crazy? Like, I never liked. I liked Kobe because of his ferocity. He had me on the court, but as far as like as a teammate, it was like I was over. I was over the whole Jordan era of playing. You know what I mean? That mind state. And I was more on the LeBron wave of like you need to be a better teammate to you know what I mean, and get people involved, right? But I've always respected that aspect of the game. You know what I'm saying? Whether it, like they've been coming out with stories and shit about like, I mean, like I think Lou Will talked about a story of like how they lost to Portland and got busted. and Kobe took everybody's Kobe's and said, "You're not worthy."
Y'all soft.
Yeah, soft.
Y'all soft.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect it. It makes me
I
laugh.
love that.
Because of that fierce competitiveness. You know what I'm saying? Well, would I want to be on a TV with somebody like that? Like, probably not.
Hurt your feelings.
But I respect it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad to see that, like, he lost his life, especially the next chapter of his life after ball. You know what I'm saying? We could have seen him be great. We could have probably seen him be a coach.
He was starting.
He had a lot of ventures. Yeah,
he was coaching.
He was actually coaching his daughter. You know what I'm saying? You see how fierce she was becoming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, we don't get to see that. We don't get to see her grow up to fill her dad's shoes and maybe be one of the leading competitors in the WNBA.
Don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and first of all, I would like to believe that she would have been.
Yeah,
just
of course.
off of the strength of that being her dad and them pushing her.
I mean, you see LeBron.
He said himself she was better than he was at her age. He was training her. Like, she was good.
She was good. I seen one like video of she was like kind of like shooting hoops a little bit, like kind of messing around on the side of the court in heels or like in like high shoes, like, and she was like nasty. Even with that, I was
killing
like,
it.
That's pretty dope.
I just wish that, like, this wasn't the narrative of like this wasn't how it ended.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even I don't know. It just seemed like he was enjoying life more.
Yeah,
like,
he loved his
how
family.
some people, like, especially his competitiveness, like, some people just don't know what to do with themselves after what they did, like after ball, after football. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he was cemented on, I'm gonna be a good father.
Yeah.
Like, even the fact, like, the reports came out, like, even videos came out of why he even got the helicopter.
Yep. Spend more time with his kids.
Spend more time with his kids. He's like, yo, I can't spend time in traffic because that would take away from me.
It's that LA.
Yeah,
that LA
that would take time from being away from my kids. So I'm gone all the time. I want to be able to take them to their games. I want to be able to go to their recitals. I want to be able to do all that stuff. And that's a true father. And like regardless of his past or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you could see his growth as a human. You know what I'm saying? And he seemed more like, we can talk all the shit we want, right? And even we'll just stick strictly on basketball. I have never seen Jordan take his time out to help other players in his retirement, or any videos of it, any even good stories. This man, as just as much of a fierce competitor as Jordan, takes his time out to help all the young players. He gives people advice. You know what I'm saying? He seems like he fully embraced being retired.
Retired. Yeah, I was about to say, retired. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I respect it more than anything. You know what I mean? He wasn't one of them old dudes. He wasn't old, but you know what I'm saying? One of them, I can come back.
Dude's only 41 though.
Yeah.
God damn.
He wasn't one of those people that I left the game. He didn't leave the game alone completely, but he didn't act like he needed to come back.
He stayed close to it. Yeah, he stayed close. And I think, and that was one of the questions I was going to ask. I was like, yo, why did Kobe's death hit so hard? But I think you kind of answered it. I mean, at least for me, the main reason was that, like, you can see, like, he was a father first. Yeah. And any person that, like, loses their life, and you see, like you said, their growth and him being close to the game, coaching, and just, you can see, like, even in interviews, it's like he loves basketball. I'm sure he misses competing and all of that. But even in the interviews when he's just talking about how he loves his family, how he loves to be a father, how he loves doing this thing. And then part of that interview that you mentioned was how his wife was like, you know what, don't worry about it. It's too much for you. I'll go pick up the kids. He's like, no, like, I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'll find a way. I'll do this. And that's why he did the whole helicopter rides and whatnot. But just I think that's what it was too. And obviously, he not only was he a loving father, but also an icon on the court, and a fierce competitor. But it's just really sad because it hits just as hard as when Nipsey passed. You know what I mean? Because you just see these people, like, you see them as humans and being up here, you know what I mean, and teaching us and showing us and giving us that light in that way. So, you know,
in a lot of ways, man, he made it cool to be competitive. I think now it's so weird. You know, like, you ever hear people like now, like these kids nowadays, like, oh yeah, being a try hard. Or like, you know what I mean? All that type of shit. It's like, no, nigga, I'm being a competitor. Like, that
I want to win.
I want to win. Like, dog, I would slap a participation trophy out of my kid's hands.
Oh, that's fact.
Like, no, you won't get that shit. You didn't win.
Yeah, I give Jodi shit all the time. She be mad competitive. We play chess, and I be like, yo, calm your ass down. It's not that serious. She's like, no, I'm taking this W. I'm like, all right.
You gotta be a little bit more competitive. Like, I'm competitive as fuck when it's things that I'm good at. If I'm not good at it, I just take the back, like, man, I'm good. Like, I'm not upset. But if I'm good at it and I know that I know about this, I'm competitive as fuck. I get upset. You know what I mean?
Which is dope. I mean, I feel like it's
healthy.
It's healthy. I just think there's a fine line, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get to the point where you're a sore ass loser, I hate that.
Yeah.
Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Even if you're a sore winner, it's
yeah,
still like, But it's healthy. Being competitive, like, Dawg, if the world wasn't competitive, we wouldn't be.
That's true.
Men wouldn't be in the gym trying to get the body rate for the next female or the female that they want. We work. You'll have like the bottom of the barrel when it comes to employees. The life is competitive.
You have to be.
There's a fine line between healthy competition and non-healthy competition.
Absolutely.
But
life is competitive. You die if you're not competitive.
And that's why, like, I kind of not necessarily envy, but I look up to people that are, because I myself is really not that competitive. I'm just kind of like whatever with shit. But that's why. But if you have that attitude, that's what you get in life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But people that are competitive, they're always gonna strive. They're always gonna fight. They're always gonna want better. That's how championships are made, are won in everything.
That's how winners are made.
That's how winners are made and built and whatnot. And also, I know we're really talking about Kobe and his daughter because obviously, you know, that was the biggest thing. But, you know, rest in peace to the other 7 that passed away on that helicopter crash. Very, very sad. Let's just do a small, moment of silence real quick. All right, thanks. We should have did the 24 seconds. So I should have counted. But just to continue a little bit, I wanted to get into what you brought up about Ari Shafir. So, yeah, that shit. So let's talk about that.
I think around the same time, hours or something, that it happened. Ari Shafir posted a video basically mocking Kobe for being killed and stating that a rapist was taken off this earth, basically, and was very dark and ominous about it. You gonna pull it up?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, so we can get exact words.
As I know, there's always a lot of hate, pain in the world, and there's always a bunch of terrible stories. And every once in a while, there's a good story. A good story comes out. The guy who got away with rape got his today. Kobe Bryant is a god. I'm here in Charlotte, the home of the team that originally drafted him. Maybe he wouldn't have raped that chick in Denver if he had stayed in Charlotte with the Hornets. But anyway, the point is, dude, it's as I know,
yeah.
I think my biggest problem with it, and all right, I'm gonna shoot him some bail at least in this way. He didn't know that his daughter was on that plane, right? So if you have your reservations about Kobe, then I don't think you have your reservations about his daughter. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, this is nasty as fuck. It's I think that the whole comedian community, which from what I'm understanding, understand that he is a shock value comedian, but the whole comedian community was like,
even
that's not a joke.
Yeah.
There's no punchline. There's no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no
no knee slap. There's no
It's just not even if he was trying to form it as a joke, it's not. And what makes it even worse is if that's your character, why would you go back on it when people start giving you shit? You know what I'm saying? You should have stood tall on what you believed in as the shock value comedian or being able to say what you want.
Yeah.
And you went back on it, and now I think he lost
his career's done, bro.
Yeah, his career's basically done. And
it's like Kramer. It's like Kramer. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers on your head now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think that you can go places in LA and you know what I'm saying?
Get that ass whooped.
Yeah.
George Zimmerman style with boots.
You're not only upset, and then somebody said this, you're not only upset like regular people, but there are a lot of gangsters in LA that fuck with Kobe heavy.
It's still LA, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, it's the way he said it too. You got to be careful with what you say and how you say it, your word choice. And there's a difference between saying, this was karma, and saying, every once in a while a good story comes out. There's no part of this story is good.
Yeah, yes. At all. At the end of the day, a man lost his life. You know what I'm saying? A father lost his life. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that I wanted to play, and I'm not really trying to play devil advocate here at all, but in a sense, I was like, I get it was fucked up. But I see what he was trying to, in a way, like the whole rapist thing, right? Because when we talk about rapists, we're like, nah, if you're a rapist, like, you need to go.
Yeah,
but no, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, I don't excuse him, but like, that rapist shit, yeah, but he wasn't acquitted. He wasn't, he was acquitted. Nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? There's no proof behind it. So why are you talking about things?
Yeah,
but people.
That's the biggest thing with me. It's like, dude, people are, to me, right? Yes, the story is wonky, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, the story is wonky. And somebody said this the other day, and I completely agree. You can find whatever information you want on the internet to support what you want to believe, right? People are like, oh, he's a rapist, he did this and that. I also found a story that the chick from Denver, a lot of people know her, and that her dad's some racist white dude, and made her go through with that. You know what I'm saying? It was never a rape. And and everybody in Denver in her little town or city,
and that's why it was fun
about what happened, and then that's why it didn't go far. First of all, and I don't know that to be true, but I also found something that completely disregarded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That whole he's a rapist thing. You know what I'm saying? And there's actually people that live there saying, yeah, we don't know all about that. It really didn't happen that way.
And that's what he leads with. It's kind of like, really, bro.
So my thought about that is like, dude, it never went to trial. Yes, she was paid. Yeah, I mean, and but that's not an omission of guilt. Sometimes it's better, just like a wife, it's cheaper to keep her, or it's cheaper to just pay it off. Why would you? You have a whole season to go through as far as basketball. Why would I want to go to trial for something and waste all my time when I had the money to pay this person
and just kind of be done with it?
That's not an omission of guilt. And she took that away from him. She took that away from us to know if he was actually a rapist or not by taking the money. So I can't, in good conscience, say
that's
he's a rapist.
That's 100.
I don't know. He didn't go through trial.
We ain't get there was we got no facts on it. You know what I'm saying?
No facts. I know just as much as everybody else knows. There was a girl that said he raped her. He paid. She took the money.
And then flexed. And that was it.
That was it. Does it seem a little weird? Yes, but there's a lot of other. Man, people lie all the time. We know this. Women are not just to be believed. They need facts with their story. Should we take very good heed to what they're saying? Yes, but also if you're allowed to be paid off, then how can I say like, yo, he raped you? You know what I mean? I don't know. There's two things that I don't do. I don't go around people calling people like sex offenders, and I don't call people snitches. Because both of those things in jail can lead you to get killed. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't like putting that label on people.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not, and I don't sit there, and most of the time, I don't sit there and tell people how I feel. I try to talk to facts as far as like when it comes to those type of things. And when I think one of you put it on the V Tabletalk thing. And a lot of people was talking about how they feel and not about their facts of the case. And I'm like, yo, like, that's okay, but lead with, I feel this way. And don't be like, he did this. You don't know what the fuck he did. Like, it's all speculation. It's all speculation because it never went to trial.
Absolutely. But you know what I'm saying? What did you feel about the joke?
He took it too far. Period. He's canceled. That's it. I got nothing more to say.
I don't even like cancel culture. I just don't. I never fuck with him. You know what I mean? I know there's some people that fuck with him. Some people are still gonna fuck with him. But
of course. But
I would have never made that joke, and I'm very out there. I'm very out there with shit that I say. I say a lot of different shit.
Bro, you got no filters, and if that's not something you would say, you know what's wrong.
I'm some real shit. I had a don't get me wrong, and to be with no disrespect, I had a joke when Kobe died. And it wasn't even like it was on some shit like I wouldn't put that out there. It was just but I joke when bad situations happen.
Right.
That's
not
just
like
that's
that.
Offensive thing.
Right.
Like, Doug, I'll show you one thing. Like when Nick's grandmother was dying, we went to go say a pair of respects to her. She was allergic to latex, right? So I walk in right before I went to go see her to say goodbye, like she was about to die. I go, yo, Nick, that's why you got mad at uncles. Because she allergic to latex. Like making bad jokes at the wrong time. I do that shit. But that was malicious.
That was not a joke.
Everybody copes differently. And that's the thing, though. Some people were making jokes, and there is such thing as like appropriate jokes, like the crossing Jesus over and stuff like that. Did you guys see all those memes?
Yeah, that's funny.
Like, that's different. Just like you said, this was like malicious.
It was malicious. It was mean. You know what I mean? that's not what people needed at the time. And you could have respectfully did that. Not even respectfully did that. You could have went on a platform and said something about it, not in that way, maybe like a week later. And like, yo, now let's really talk about, should we really be celebrating this man because he did this? You know what I'm saying? Let people mourn and grieve. And then you could bring up those topics of like, you know, but I also one of the people like, yo, if the person's dead, why do you need to bring up their past?
Right. So one label we're not going to put on Kobe is him being a rapist. We're not going to label that. But one person that is a racist is Nicki Minaj's brother.
Oh, yes.
And yeah, and he got 25. He got sentenced, I believe, a couple. 25 to life. A couple of days ago, he got sentenced. Monday, actually. I'm sorry. Yeah. So he was raping an 11-year-old girl at his Long Island home repeatedly, actually.
His stepdaughter, right?
Yeah, and then I guess the younger brother witnessed one of the incidents or whatnot, and so he got 25 years. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So I listen to academics or whatever, and like, you know, he got beef for like Nicki Minaj, but he can sometimes be very like, how can I explain it? He doesn't have a bias sometimes. So he like talking about it, and he was like, yo, like, how do you feel about her basically defending her brother? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, kind of sticking through him through his rape allegations. Because it's not, like, what he said, and I don't know if this is fact, so if you guys want to look this up, he said his defense team is the same defense team that Nicki would have used if she was in a situation. So it seems like she paid for the defense.
Apparently, yeah, go ahead.
She probably did, but I feel like this is a situation or just shit that happens like in our generation a lot is like people like co-signing for their family members whether they're right or wrong. Like I'm not the type, if my brothers or sisters, my kids, my family, any of my family members, any of my friends, if you're wrong, I'm gonna let you know that you're wrong. I'm not gonna stand by your side because we're blood. I'm not gonna stand by your side because we're
That's
friends
facts.
Or whatever it is. If you're wrong, I'm gonna let you know that. And it's not like he got sentenced, but they found his DNA and everything.
Yeah.
You are guilty. So for her to defend him is disgusting to me.
Yeah. And what hit home for me is when I read this shit, and it's crazy, right? So just to put it out there, I won't say names or anything, but I have an uncle, right? And, you know, it usually starts with a fucking uncle or stepfather, which is fucking sad. Yeah. Fucking sad. So, and it's crazy because this is my favorite uncle, right? My favorite. Awesome dude. But a couple years ago, found there was like a huge thing that he was, to my understanding, and he was just kind of like touching her or something like that. Still inexcusable. You know, she's very young. I think she was only 15. And I was like, dude, that's fucked up. That's to my understanding. A couple of days ago, I was talking to my mom, and she confirmed. She's like, oh, no. Like, no, he was repeatedly. And they were like, he was having sex with her. And there was one point where I believe he got her pregnant. And she had to get rid of it. And I was just like, so why the fuck is he still around? And that's why when you said like people making excuses and being okay with, and I'm like, I've chilled with this dude numerous fucking times, been okay. I mean, even if he was touching her, it's still inexcusable, but I was like, you know, whatever. But that shit right there, and then I was like, why is he still within the family? Like, get him the fuck out of here.
Be those ones that you love the most, like
right.
Ones.
And I'm like, this dude, he's my favorite uncle. Like, we chat all the time. He was supposed to help me like get into like music more on the compa and everything. Now I can't fuck with him at all. And I was like, yo, and I looked at my mom, and not to say my mom, but like just thinking about like my other aunts and uncles still bringing them around. Still, I'm like, yo, I can't fuck with y'all neither because y'all let this motherfucker like slide in a sense. You know what I mean? There was no charges, no nothing, and that was that. What the fuck? No repercussions, anything. You know what I mean? And it's like, and it's sad to see, and it's really sad to see that, to hear that shit. And I was like, wow.
And just like you said, it's always a favorite one, but I feel like it's part of their agenda. Like they know they're doing some fuck shit, so they gotta make sure that everybody else in the family fucks with them hard. It's like, yo, you gotta. Deep. I would never do that. You know how they try to get all defensive and act like they ain't guilty. I would never.
It's just weird, like that's rampant in everybody's family. Right. Everybody has those uncles. Everybody has like I can name like a couple of uncles that I have. The other day, I was just laying down one day and I was thinking about like my life and like when I was younger and like seeing like one of my uncles like messing with a girl that was like not too much older than me. And I'm thinking about like at the time I didn't see anything wrong with it because I didn't think about it. And I'm like, yo, wait, how old is he compared to me compared to her? And it was like, yo, what the fuck?
He started like fucking putting shit together.
I don't fuck with him now, but it just came back to me like,
right,
you know what I'm saying? it just came back to me like, yo, that was wild.
Right.
Like it just didn't dawn.
Right. And then, so and this has happened within your family, and nobody's saying anything. You know what I mean? And that's what really fucked me up.
I think it's because
the only person that jumped in for in her defense was her brother, and he was mad young, and he was ready to like fight this nigga.
Yeah.
Everybody else just stood around and was just like, "Yo, that's crazy. That's sad." Oh, the fuck, press charge, like fuck him.
Accepted back then.
It's fucked up.
Yo, on some real shit. Like I don't understand. Like our parents failed us as well. If you look at it like as like the R. Kelly, you look at it like what's his name? What is it? King of Rock and Roll, Elvis. Elvis dated a 14-year-old girl. Was married to her. No, it wasn't even his cousin. He had married a chick. I think she was from like Europe or something. And her dad's like a prime minister or some bullshit like that. And was like, yo, can I take your daughter back to America and I'll marry her? And she's 14 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Shit's fucked up.
And like and the dude was like, yeah. Like
it's Elvis.
It was just like accepted back then. Like it was like one of those taboos that nobody really talked about, nobody really upset. And now that we're older and our generation just don't have that shit, we're trying to right those wrongs. But our parents wasn't fucking righting no wrongs. Look at R. Kelly.
Failed us.
And it's like, dude, like I don't know. I just think that motherfuckers. I don't know where the shift happened. Where we was just like, yo, this is wrong as fuck, and we need to fix this shit.
But I think it's just happy. Yeah, I think it's just happening way too much, way too often. It's like, okay, nah, this needs to be fucking talked about.
Taking these girls, they don't have the fully developed brains and you know what I mean? They fucking young as fuck and just don't know.
It's crazy how much.
Part of it is like exposure. Like just like you said, the more it happens, the more people get comfortable speaking out and speaking up about it. And like I'm always the one in my family when some shit, because there's a lot of fuck shit in my family. We already know. And I'm always the one to stand up and say something. But then I get looked at like, yo, she's crazy. You can't really fuck with her. I'm like the black sheep. Like,
right.
She's crazy. Blah blah blah. But if you see something, say something.
Facts.
Yeah, but most people don't. I don't want to get off this, but most people want to just sweep things under the rug because it's easier to deal with that way. You know what I mean? It's easier to be like, yo, I don't want. I
softens the blow. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't want to break up your family and shit like that. And it's just like, I get it, but
nah.
What about that? What about that girl? What about that boy? What about, you know what I'm saying?
And secrets fucking...
Yeah, secrets destroy families.
Absolutely.
And you sit there, you ever sit there and wonder, like, well, why doesn't that person fuck with that person in the family? Why doesn't that person...
You don't start to think about that shit, though, till you get older and you start realizing
like
shit, though.
He cued in on the
shit. And you're like, oh, shit.
You start piecing shit together when you're older and shit. Like, it's just wild. Like, I had this uncle, and I don't know if he, like, you know what I mean? I don't know if he's like that, but I just was piecing the other day, was... I was young as fuck, like 8. He would pick me up. He was in the army. And I don't want to say his name because I'm not saying that he did anything, but he was just a horn dog. Like, he would pick me up like, yo, we're gonna go find some hoes. And like I'll be in the front seat like strapped in, and he's riding around like we're looking for some women, and like, yo, like, I just vividly remember that. And I'm like, yo, no, like, you shouldn't be taking no kid on a
right.
He come pick me up. Tell my mother to her face, be like, yo, I'm going to take your son so we can go get some hoes. And then, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. I don't know what he's doing, but like, I can only imagine how ruthless he was. You know what
fucking
saying?
Savage.
And I don't think about, like, that's completely inappropriate.
Well, one thing I will say, I know Nicki Minaj is kind of backing her brother up. I get that. But I low-key...
doesn't appear like she is.
Yeah. But low-key, I kind of feel bad for her in a sense.
Why?
Because people...
What are you doing over here? I'm
trying to do, that.
Stop kissing the mic.
Well, because like not for nothing, coming from somebody, because she's getting a lot of shit. You know what I mean? I feel like she would still get shit even if she wasn't backing him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just her brother.
Yeah, but I would respect her more if she stood up like, yo, I understand that's my brother and I love him, but he's wrong.
Right. But I will say, even if she wasn't, she would still get a lot of shit. And coming from somebody who has a brother that had, in a sense, similar, it's kind of like, my family kind of looks at, like, my side of the family is like, yo, your brother was, I'm just like, yo, but that has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just feel like she would still get a lot of shit.
I don't think think she would get a lot of shit though because of so much
being a figure. Absolutely.
I don't think so though. Only because every fucking family has that uncle or something.
But hers came out and it's public and he's wrong. He's guilty and it's Nicki Minaj and you have a brother that's a rapist. I feel like people would still fuck her up for that, even if she backed him or not. I
think that.
I don't know.
Huh?
Barbie fan base going.
I'm the type of person.
So.
I'm the type of person like, yo, if you're wrong, I'll ride with you. Like in public,
in private.
In private,
and I feel
hear it.
Maybe
but
that's what's going on.
When it comes to rape, no.
He's like, nah, we ain't doing that.
I don't know that nigga. He's no kin to me.
Yo,
this is my shit. Let it go.
No,
I've been holding on to this for the last 20
y'all
minutes.
see this bullshit?
Let it go.
Nigga, move your arm, nigga. Damn. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. When it comes to rape and shit like that, but my shit like no,
that
nigga. I don't know
up.
you, nigga. I'm erasing all pictures we have on the internet.
Take every fucking thing down. Oh
away
my
from me.
God.
We don't fuck
New
with that
phone.
shit.
Who this?
Yeah, we don't fuck with that. Don't put me on no call list.
Right.
In jail. I don't know.
I'm not
you.
putting money on your books.
I might even put money on your head in jail.
Oh shit.
I don't fuck with that shit. Like I just don't. It doesn't.
That's facts.
It really does something to me. Like no, I have mostly all my. I don't want to say this out loud, but like a lot of women in my family have been sexually assaulted.
A lot of men in families too, which is sad.
Or I hear the stories and shit. It literally makes my skin crawl.
Mm-hmm.
And even so much as like, yo, I think I said this on a podcast, even abuse and stuff. My aunt, so nonchalantly, like my grandmother's sister was just talking about how her husband would beat her.
Mm-hmm.
And she said yo, and he's dead now, but it got me mad because she was talking about it so nonchalantly. And then even said yo, sometimes I deserved it. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? And it really hurt my feelings, even just knowing things like back then.
I was about to say it all caters to back then and how shit was. You know
that's
what
just wild. It's not accepted now, but that's just wild, man.
Just
hearing
crazy.
Stories.
And another thing too is and that's why I said even men too. Like I remember I mentioned before, my sister's best friend. I was 7 years old, and to me, I never looked at it as I was like shit. I was young as hell, and I got some ass. You know what I'm saying? But somebody would
man,
right, became a man. But somebody was like, "Oh no, nigga, you got molested, bro." I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Hell no, you got molested." So even then, even sometimes even men get assaulted. I have no idea. No. She needs to be in jail. I mean, let's be real.
All right. I was like, we need to stop making jokes about men getting molested.
Yeah, that shit's sad. That shit's sad. At least it was a female, man. God damn. Oh my lord.
It don't matter
because they talked about what was. It does matter.
It don't matter.
No, if it was a male, if I sucked the dick, that was like Aaron Hernandez. They trying to. If I sucked the dick, that shit will fuck me up even more. That will fuck me up even more. Nah, nigga, I'm sorry, nigga. I'd be Aaron Hernandez, nigga. I'm going off, nigga. I'm shooting everybody. That's what they were saying about him, that he got molested. Freddie Hernandez. If it was a male, I would kill everybody getting there. Go on.
Smart tech.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it softened the blow. It was a woman. You know what I mean?
It don't matter. You was molested.
It don't matter.
And it ain't right. And she deserved to be in jail.
That's facts. I'm not saying she doesn't. I'm just saying if it was a man,
she's a sexy
Lord. She was what?
Huh? That's what I call women sex offenders, sexy offenders. I'm sorry.
There's nothing sexy about that.
Nothing sexy. Anyway, let's move on to about the Trump budget shit.
Oh wait, I think we missed. Did we miss something on that? Fuck. Never mind. Let's keep going. Keep going.
But we wanted to bring in Jodi because she literally knows a little bit more about it. So pass her the mic, homie. Let's talk about it. Jodi. And shout out to Jodi, by the way. She's part of the team. I don't know if she wants to pop in her head in, but anyway, she's part of the team now. She's gonna be handling some shit. But go ahead.
It's Jodi. So we they published something a little while ago. It was the end of December about Trump's budget cuts for the government assistance program. So it's basically gonna affect the Affordable Health Care Act. It's gonna affect everybody who's on food stamps, WIC, all of that. The budget cut was something like $3 billion, which is going to go across the country. West Virginia kind of implemented something a few years ago, and so Trump's trying to kind of copycat that, but make it a federal thing. And so I just wanted to present it to you and just see what you guys think about how that's going to affect, people who are on assistance programs, and is it going to have a positive effect with getting those people who are mooching off of the system back into the working class and getting them, assistance in different ways, basically by working, or is it going to hinder the people who really need the assistance and who will no longer have it?
Absolutely. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Jodi. So, who wants to go ahead?
Okay, I'll start this off.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'm going to start this shit.
I think it's 100% necessary. And this is because for most people, I think I've said it on the podcast before, I'm not working right now, right? I got fired from my job after 5 years.
Fuck them niggas.
Fuck them niggas.
They lost them.
Anyways.
They lost you. You didn't get fired.
So I'm 27. First time in my life I ever been on food stamps. That's the only assistance that I get. I don't get like Section 8 or WIC or anything like that. Whatever.
Jesus, food stamp.
But I am actively...
Facts, nigga. Facts. I buy food stamps. Fuck you
I
mean?
paid for your shit when we went to Stamps.
Hey!
I ain't doing that shit no more.
First of all, I didn't ask you to.
I was like, I got this.
Swipe the gold card. Oh my god! You know, what's nothing worse is when you pull up to the line, you got mad groceries, and they're like, okay, and then you pull up the card, it's like, oh, this nigga.
Yeah,
they think you like, oh, you, okay.
Nah,
nigga, gold card.
Nah. So first of all, can I just say there's no better feeling than going grocery shopping and then I pull out that shit and I'm like, wait, I ain't gotta pay for this,
Right?
Ain't no taxes on it too.
Go ahead.
But anyways, yeah. So this is my first time being on food stamps or whatever. But I'm actively looking for work. I am in school and I have 2 kids. But I do know of a lot of people who aren't looking for work, who have been on the system for 10, 15 years, having back-to-back children, just out, what do we say, smoking cigarettes with the bag, with the nails done, fresh Jordans and
vacations,
shit, and ain't working, and that shit is not fair. So something got to give, something got to change, and I'm all for whatever they're doing, budget cuts or. But the only thing I think is there also that budget cut is going to affect the programs that they have for like job training and stuff like that too. So I don't think the budget cut should go into those programs.
Oh, this nigga about to say some fuck shit. Look at
sell your ass, sell your ass considered work.
You put that on tax. Be some dumb shit. You see how
he slid over. He was like, that is work.
Real shit.
Under the table work.
It is.
Literally. That's why my nigga. Anyway, go ahead.
We should start practicing how we're gonna pass that 40 or take that 40. You seen that video? Anyways,
go ahead.
Get that 40 once. I think that is cool. I think that I've been saying this for a while, man. Like, there does need to be, like, you need to be looking for work and stuff like that, and you need to be trying to get off of assistance. I'm like conflicted because I also have this thing in me where I just don't fucking care. I have to pay taxes regardless. I really don't care where it goes to because it's never going to where they say it's going to. I think that's more people. You know what people get mad at the most is that they can't fuck the system like the rest of the people. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why I work is for my pride. I don't work because I have to. I work because it brings me pride to take care of myself.
Right. But that's because we have government assistance. If we didn't have it, you would have to work. If we,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, I never say government assistance is not needed. You know what I mean? Because there's some people that really need the assistance.
Yeah.
I mean,
it really, I
think single mothers need it the most.
It originally welfare originally started because it was wives at home and then husbands at war. And I think that was actually taxes.
But government assistance is supposed to be something that's temporary for when you need it. It's not supposed to be something that you live your whole fucking life getting assistance from the state. That's not how that shit works. It's for when you absolutely need it. Like right now, I fucking need it.
And we paying for the shit. God damn it.
No, and I understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? I know. I don't understand their side, but I don't really care about what they do with it. You know what I'm saying? But I understand the people that are like, yo, like, but we pay for this shit. But I personally, I'm like, I treat it like gas. I don't give a fuck how high gas is. I can need gas in my car regardless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do that'll stop me from paying taxes. You know what I'm saying? So why the fuck would I? That's like giving tithes. You give it to the church. You don't try to think about where it's going. Absolutely. That's how I treat all of it.
But you're saying that because you're not, you know that even if the budget it gets cut, you're still gonna have to pay taxes. But if you knew,
what I'm saying is,
hold on, let me finish my thought, please. If you knew that there was a budget cut and your taxes were going to go down, or you knew where the rest of the money was going, then you would care.
They're not going to go down. They're just going to find something else to allocate.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you don't know where it's going to, or you don't know where the rest of it is going once everything gets cut. But if you knew and you are part of the system and you could understand it, you would care. You just don't care because you know it's not going to go.
I know it's not. I know it's not going. Nothing's going to change. You're just cutting that to put it somewhere else, and they would just keep it up. That's like one of the biggest things, right? And we'll just get off topic for like 2 seconds. One of the biggest things, like, we shouldn't allow like billionaires that own companies to pay taxes because then it will create more jobs because the revenue will be up, right? But that's not to say that they would have to create more jobs. They would probably just still take more jobs and be more greedy. You know what I'm saying? So you just can't really, you know what I'm saying? You can't, nobody knows, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't have control over it.
Also, we're not talking about the other aspect of it is the people that are living comfortable right now because of assistance. If we start taking it away from them, crime's gonna go up. Niggas gonna start getting robbed. A little bit more extra.
Or it could get motherfuckers up and get a fucking job. You know what I'm saying? It could go either way.
You do know the
we don't know.
Negativity. No, we do. Negativity spreads faster. It'll be a lot more negative before it gets positive.
That's facts. But one thing I will say is, like, I love Obama, but one thing I didn't like was when he cut out the fact that you don't have to say that you're looking for a job to stay on welfare. So I like the fact that Trump is doing that. Like, nigga, if you want welfare, you should be searching for a job. Like, period. And that's how it was before, but he took that out. So I shout out to this though. I really think it's but the other things that it may affect, I don't think that's
or cool, even if they did things where like you don't necessarily have to look for a job. Because like right now, right, I have a 3-year-old. So if I didn't have someone to watch my son or whatever, like, all right, maybe I can't work, but maybe they can assist me in going to school, even if it's online, where somewhere I could stay at home and still go to school, doing something to better your life, period.
Absolutely.
They just got to switch it up, do something.
Yeah,
and they are.
I welcome it. I'm not on government assistance. At the end of the day, I really don't care. I'm not on government assistance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, even if I was to get on government assistance tomorrow, I would still go out and look for work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never going back to where I was before. And even when I was dead broke, I wasn't on government assistance.
Yeah, yo, and shout out to the single mothers that still don't. You know what I mean? That have pride in that. Because I will say, I mean, even though food, even what you're trying to say, no, I'm not saying
you know what I'm saying? I don't want to ostracize the women.
Oh no, I'm saying. No, I meant like shout out to the women that
you fucked
what
up,
you trying to say? What I was trying to say is like shout out to the women that like that don't need it, but like still take the pride. But I was going to lead to is that sometimes I don't even feel like food stamps is government assistance. You know what I mean? But we all need to eat. And my mom, don't abuse it. But my mom had like, it was seven of us in that house, and all she used was food stamps. Because at the end of the day, nigga, she can't feed all of us with just her paycheck. So shout out to women that just use that. You know what I mean? Like, if you're on welfare, like you have too much pride in that, it's like, fuck that. I don't need that. I just need to feed my kids, and then I'll take care of the rest.
The thing is, if you need help, everybody should be taking like the minimum. Like, to me, it's extreme for me to go and get Section 8 and stuff like that. Because even though I'm not working, I've saved up enough. It'd be nice over the last, $8 for your rent. You give somebody an inch, they want to take a mile. That's the problem. They want to go and get everything for free.
Always.
I wish I could pay that little bit of money for rent. $80 for rent. Shit. I know bitches that can't even pay that though. That's crazy.
Shit. That's true.
They be about to get evicted off of $80. Like, bitch, if you don't cut it out,
you don't go sell some pussy.
You don't go suck some dick.
Facts, nigga.
That's why they're there in the first place.
God gave you a coochie for a reason. Go use it.
Sell some of your food stamps. Nigga.
They did, and then they got pregnant. That's why they're there.
Yeah,
no more selling pussy.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. You got that.
The morning after pill is real.
Suck the dick. That's all you gotta do. Suck it. You ain't gotta fuck.
You know what? You can't.
You
can't get pregnant if you letting them put in your butt, girls.
Oh Lord.
Baby shower.
Oh my
That's
God.
how the coronavirus spreads, nigga. Don't do it. Coronavirus is spread that way. Don't do it. God. Anyway, so about the coronavirus though. Oh man, yo, real talk, niggas is losing their mind over this shit, bro. Yeah. I'm not drinking any more Coronas. Oh my God. Yo, niggas really feel.
You see that meme?
Nigga, yo, the memes. Yes, that's why.
And then the Heinekens had the mask on. Like,
yo, niggas is really teeing off on that shit, bro. And I know Corona's losing numbers, which is probably sad.
Because people are talking.
I wonder. Somebody should.
No, they definitely are. They definitely losing. Yes, they have to. I think wasn't there a post about saying Corona saying that they should change the name to Bud Light virus or something like that? I was like, oh my God. God.
Why
But
they
yeah.
calling it that? Who names this stuff? Who names hurricanes? Who names these
Oh, I didn't
viruses?
think about
For
the
real.
ball. You know what really grinds my gears?
Huh?
Nigga sound like, you know what
I
really
just wanna know
grinds?
who names
That's
these
what grinds your gears, nigga.
You know what
Who
really
names
grinds my-
this shit?
These motherfuckers just be naming shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Well, I will say so.
We don't know.
We really don't. But reading, so the coronavirus, or what they're saying is a 2019 nCoV. I don't know, but that's the actual, but they just call it corona. Anyway, began at an animal and seafood market in the city of Wuhan and has since spread to several other countries, including the United States now. And now the illness is
I
transferred.
didn't know it started at animal and seafood.
So that's, I guess.
All the people that got it probably they track where they've been.
Yeah,
or
for the
whatever,
live.
figured that out.
Yo, have you seen those markets, my nigga?
Oh yeah, it's wild.
Nah, China's bugging.
They probably have like you know what? Never mind.
They bugging. But there was a video that resurfaced
Like,
about.
I
know you about to say it. Oh, God.
No,
go ahead.
I'm lessen the joke. They probably had like a pigeon fuck a fish, and then they ate the fish. Like I was gonna say the dog, but I didn't want to make it be racist. But that's another. That's another thing about this though. Real shit. I'm talking about because you said it's an animal and seafood place, the animal mixing. I was trying to make a joke about that, but stop being racist.
Oh, you about
Like,
to go
yeah,
over it. Except for
being racist.
the
dog.
memes are hilarious.
The memes
though.
are hilarious, but don't be like walking away from Asian people.
Nah, I'm sorry. Still, the funniest one is that when you had a Chinese food restaurant and you hear the nigga cough in the back. And you see the nigga's face in the meme, he's just like,
I mean,
that shit is hilarious.
Side eye a little bit, but it's like, no, like just cut it out. Like,
or the Yao Ming one.
Yo,
You see the
Yao
nigga
Ming
gardening,
one?
he's just like.
I was like, these motherfuckers treating a nigga like when we found out this nigga had AIDS in the NBA.
Oh my God.
Should I
Magic.
got him?
Like, tell that nigga to put his shirt back on.
I guarantee his numbers go up that year. But the best of the time,
Anyway, go ahead. Nah, stop being racist. You know, I mean, there's motherfuckers that travel to China and bringing it here. So you motherfuckers in China, just stay there till that shit's done. Just keep your ass there, you know what I mean, until the shit is resolved, and then you can come home. I don't give a fuck if your daughter or your wife is here. Stay your ass there. Don't bring that shit. But too late. It's in the U.S.
Did they
This is
say
a real
anything
thing, though.
specific about like what animal it came from? Like bats
So
or
okay,
something?
so so the coronavirus is similar to SARS, and their origins are from snakes and bats. So I was gonna say there was a video that resurfaced about a blogger in 2016 of her eating bat soup. So people are giving a lot of shit, and as they should, because what the fuck are you eating a bat for?
them Asians be eating
you
whatever
mean?
the fuck they want out there for no reason. That's one nigga.
And this is why it started.
One
bats.
live longer than us.
yeah, but what?
What?
To us, it's crazy. But I
Do you know-
I ate rabbit yesterday, and then I was thinking to myself, like,
That's a
all right, this is
rabbit.
That's a rabbit. I mean, we scrutinize like them eating dogs and shit. That's a little different.
yeah, that's
a little
a
different.
house
To a bat?
animal.
For us,
For
but
us.
a bat though, a bat is known to carry diseases, and they
Yes.
suck. What you say? They
So-
suck on blood
but
to
so is
live.
Pork. Pork carries pigs carry mad diseases. We still up in here.
Yeah,
eating
but
pork
the
chops.
thing is, but the thing with pork though,
That's not
they what is it? They you can't get sick from like
news.
I don't know how to explain it. Like
we eat chicken and we get salmonella all the fucking time. We still eating chicken.
That's not the same
You
thing.
could
You know
die
what?
from it.
I ain't gonna fight you because I don't want to sound dumb, but that's not the same shit. No,
not the same
a
thing at
bat
all.
is different.
That's
Nigga.
like eating.
For us.
No,
Nah,
you're not.
nigga,
You're comparing apples to oranges, right? Like it's.
I can't fight. I looked at it, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna sound stupid. Let's
listen
Udi
to me,
take care of that.
Listen to me. Bats carry diseases as far as like you're not gonna eat an animal that's known for having rabies and shit like that. Those are diseases type of diseases that bats carry. Like you can say like, yeah, I can get salmonella from messing around with raw chicken, but that's not a disease that they carry. You know what I'm saying? That's just messing around with raw chicken gives you salmonella poisoning. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not a
But
disease that they carry.
but a bat carries these
Yeah.
shit like rabies, and any animal that fucking feasts off blood, just nigga. Even blood is really disgusting.
The
that
pathogens,
carries, it's
not-
disgusting. So you eating that like motherfuckers that eat blood sausage? I look at y'all like y'all crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
Like
It's
you-
cooked
you
in
get- you get
blood.
real sick
But
off of
the
like,
bat is being cooked, is it not? Or are they eating it raw? Or if you cook it, it doesn't.
But it's known to carry rabies.
Who knows? And talking about it is bloodstream that it's a sick animal.
Anyway,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
doesn't even look appetizing. First of all,
I'm trying to understand that there's a difference between grabbing chicken raw and getting salmonella poisoning and a bat actually carrying a disease that can kill you.
No, you're valid. She still lost though.
No, because in my head it's like, yo, rats carry diseases and shit too.
Yeah,
and
you
I know
wouldn't eat a fucking
motherfuckers that
rat.
we in America don't, but there
Yes.
are other countries that do.
Yes.
And
And
that's
then look at us
and
like,
that's
yo,
why we
the
got the coronavirus
And we
over
look at
there.
them, that's what we're saying.
That's what we're trying to
And
say.
we looking at them like, nigga, y'all are
Violent, nigga. Yes, because
I
that's
guess.
the shit
will
that
say-
carries the shit.
I will say rats in China, I think or sometimes like in Asia, eat kind of different than the rats here because they have like rice fields and stuff like that out there.
The rats out here still
Rats
eat good though.
like that type of shit. So
You see them fat motherfuckers on this street?
yeah, they're rats.
Nigga, them shits are wild.
I learned. I was watching. I was watching the
Wow.
video the other day.
Nigga.
Did you know that rats
Them shits are wobbly.
start growing?
I didn't know that.
That they have to constantly gnaw at stuff to file them down. I didn't know that. I didn't find it.
I didn't know that.
I looked at her because you're a vet tech.
Continuously grow.
Yeah, so they have to like. That's why they're always gnawing at things to file.
Well,
them
they
down.
need to stop. They need to stop. Horses? Oh shit, I didn't know that. Well, they need to stop, man.
Shooting star.
Anyway, so another thing that so people are going crazy about this shit, right?
Yeah.
But one of the things I wanted to say is that the flu kills more people a year than the coronavirus has done. And
Let's get about
Jodi's still standing by it. She's like, motherfuckers don't even
get
get
the
flu
flu
shot
shot.
and going all
Guilty.
crazy. I don't give a damn. I am not getting no damn flu shot. I am all set, nigga. But
I get a
I
flu
will
shot,
say
bro.
I got the flu this year and I was a little bitch. I cried for the first time in a while. Nah, I didn't cry. But that shit sucked, bro.
Are you
the
gonna get
fever?
Are you gonna get the flu shot next year?
Nah, I'm all set. But
I
I'm just
handled mine
saying,
Like a G. I didn't even know I had the flu. I was
Yeah, I
just
had it
shaking
last-
like a
last
stripper
week.
in bed.
bro, that was
One
the
day,
fever was the
I was
worst,
shaking
bro.
like a stripper in bed, and I told Arlen, I'm like, yo, like, Doug, I don't feel good. I went home,
Yep.
nigga. I turned the heat up. I was cold as
Yeah.
fuck.
Cold
Still
sweats are the
shaking. I'm like, yo, I handled that shit like a G. I ain't gonna lie. I
Nope.
was a little pissed.
I wanted my
'cause
mama.
Me too. Me too.
Yep.
And I didn't have no girl to take care of me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo,
hard out
like,
here.
fuck. Like, this is why niggas be in relationships and shit.
And then as soon as they feel better, they just, go away.
Oh.
Thank you, though.
Like, cause I think dudes, we naturally turn into little girls when
Nah.
we're sick.
No,
Bitches.
Yeah, that's
We
facts.
do. I'll take that. But we're tough we're tough all day.
Yeah, sometimes. I like to be a little spoon sometimes.
Really?
I'm playing, but I don't like to cuddle, period. But
sometimes we need to be held to. Sometimes.
hold me, nigga.
Hold me.
You holding
Be a backpack, nigga, for once, nigga. Just.
Damn.
I'm tired of being a backpack.
Oh my god.
But anyway, all I'm
Wait,
saying.
I got one more thing to say about
Okay,
the
go
bat
ahead,
thing.
go ahead.
What if
Nah. You're cut off. You're cut off. You're cut off. No.
we have access to chicken, pork, whatever we want? What if they don't have
You know what?
access like we do over there? So what if bat is their chicken? What if
No!
what if this is the good shit for them?
Don't be
What if-
chicken. No, it's the
You sound ignorant. You sound ignorant. They got cows and shit everywhere. The
Nigga.
chickens everywhere.
Yeah, but
Eat
they're
something
also
else.
overpopulated and shit. So maybe they need more.
Nah.
No,
eat
they
something
just
else.
like eating shit that's weird. That's it.
Eat something else. Like
Tastes good.
there was one thing like I seen like
Which I don't
I seen like this one country was eating a spider. To me, I was like, what the fuck? But then I was like, you know what? We eat crab. It's just an underwater fucking spider. So I was like, they don't carry diseases. You know what I'm saying? But a fucking bat is known, nigga. Yeah, they would gnawing at that motherfucker. But we eat crab though. That's
we eat
that's
crab.
an underwater
They eat
spider.
fried crickets out there. They eat
Yeah.
a lot of different shit. That's why I always felt like they'll live longer than us because they don't have a problem with hunting, like not hunting, but
Yeah.
Nigga, their
Yeah.
immune system is built.
yeah. If we keep it over there, they're not gonna die out. They're just gonna build immunities to it.
Listen,
they'll figure it out.
Anybody in
I'm just
China,
waiting-
keep your ass over there.
I'm just waiting for the one virus that turns everybody into fucking zombies, so I can live my truth.
Live your truth. What's your truth?
Never mind. you know what my truth is.
A shooter.
Yup.
Oh, that shit. Oh, this nigga.
We
different.
got a plan. We're
Everybody-
meeting at
everybody
BJ's,
feels-
right? That was the plan.
We meeting at BJ's. Holding BJ's down.
Everybody feels like they will live through a zombie apocalypse.
We
like
will.
As long as the
We
zombies
all
are moving
feel strong.
slow
No,
and they
yeah,
can't run,
yeah.
The 28 day
I
later
got
fucking zombies?
Yeah,
Nigga.
First of all,
I'm
my
the
fat
first.
ass
Them
is
niggas
not
is wild.
surviving the 28 days later.
Later,
the fast
zombies,
food
yes.
Zombies.
Walking
But-
Dead zombies?
Yeah.
Sure.
So there's no living in a zombie apocalypse. It's only surviving.
Exactly.
Because you're not having quality of life. First of all, I'm not having any kids because I'm not bringing up a kid in a world of zombies.
Nah, you still fucking though.
Huh?
You still fucking.
Oh yeah.
he's having baby
I'm just gonna
showers.
raid CVS and get mad.
Stupid.
Yeah. I'm just gonna raid CVS and get mad. Fucking when they
Mad.
later pills or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, they have to. They do. They expire, right? They have to pills.
Maybe.
Yeah, they expire. So hey, listen, ain't nobody producing more. You know, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
See
But-
that belly getting big.
But
It's like
plan
fuck.
everybody. If you want to survive, I'm gonna be at BJ's holding it.
That's
down.
where everybody's gonna go.
And and not everybody has guns like I do.
Can you bring,
I hear that.
Can you bring an extra one for me?
I don't trust you with a
All
gun.
I'm saying is everybody's gonna go to BJ's. My thing is you make that shit in your own. Make your house or wherever you're at.
BJ's has everything.
Is your house
Start building it now. Start building it now. BJ's ain't no zombie
I'm calling
proof
Freddie
neither.
up like, yo, Freddie, we need more guns. Meet up at this
I'm
point.
like, I'm home where I got a whole bunch of canned goods. I'm Gucci. I'm staying right here.
Niggas
Everybody's
dead.
gonna be at BJ. Everybody's
dead.
dead.
Hey, you got too many windows in here and shit. You dead. You dead.
Just
as
all you gotta
fuck.
do is just stay quiet. nigga.
I'm dead. I got kids.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
the thing,
god.
too.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
got
throw your
little
kids out
kids.
the window.
Oh shit. nigga just Kobe.
Y'all are evil.
So, nah, your kids gotta go. Kids
gotta go.
Kids don't
They
belong
get
in
you
zombie
killed.
apocalypse.
Yeah, facts. The only kid that I don't know how Walking
I
Dead.
just got
made it
anxious
work,
thinking
bro.
about that shit.
Yeah, just like do oh, you guys just get eating together. You don't want to live without them.
Anyway,
Or maybe you do. Maybe you subconsciously do.
Oh my god, don't say that. You play too much.
anyway, all you motherfuckers in China, please stay over there till the shit is clear. Don't bring that shit in this motherfucker. There's been one case in the U.S. so far. My Jesus, stay away, please.
I don't even know Chinese people, do you?
What happened? Huh? At the Chinese restaurant. I ain't eating Chinese for a while.
They're not even Chinese. They're
Asian.
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
He's talking about. What you talking about?
Where's this?
Hey, whatever. Listen, anyways.
You know this is like the central of this is the
What?
Because you said Wuhan.
Yeah, Wuhan
China.
City. That's
All
where
right,
it started. Yeah.
Why'd you say they're not Chinese then?
This one. This one.
No, she was talking about people at the.
I was talking about the restaurant.
Confused. I'm like,
But-
yo, wait.
I was talking about
Obviously, we've been on this shit for way too long. So everybody, coronavirus, yeah, make sure you wash your hands. I'm being an introvert as fuck. I ain't going outside till this shit is clear because motherfuckers is bringing this shit
You
here.
going outside after this?
Nah. I'm gonna be draped up. I'm gonna get a mask and shit like that. The whole nine.
hazmat suit and shit.
Whole nine, nigga. CDC, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The whole shit. Anyway, man, it's been 2 Stupid Dogs. Yo, what's, you know what I mean? We back at it, though.
We back, bitches. Nobody's gonna help me.
Nah.
Leave me out.
Leave out to dry. Anyway, so motherfuckers got to be done because we were trying to watch the Super Bowl. Predictions real quick. I mean, yeah, it's going to be too late, when people listen to this.
Mahomes. Homeboy.
I'm going 49ers.
I don't
Anyway.
even know who's playing besides the 49ers.
She's like, I'm just going to be working at the bar. I'm just going to be working at the bar. Anyway, thank you so much. It's been 2 Stupid Dogs. Shout out to our team, Jodi. Shout out to V's Tabletalk, Mixer. Shurelive, yes, absolutely. The Mixer again.
Yes,
next
week. Next Saturday, February 8th, from 5 to 9 p.m. JD's Bar, 137 Central Street in CF. Pull up.
Yeah.
Gang.
Gang. Thank you. Niggas say they outside. Outside.